Hello friends, it's Allison. I hope you're having a super happy day so far. Today is exciting because I'm sharing some Insta Story tips and tricks. I get a whole bunch of questions of what I use to make my Insta Stories, and I feel like Insta Stories are such a fun way to share your story and just get creative and document your life. So I'm super excited to share these tips. Since Insta Story was released, they've added so many new features, and there's so many apps outside of Instagram that you can use to really curate and create these beautiful stories. So today I am sharing all my tips with you, and I really hope you enjoy. First things first, I just wanted to show you my Instagram just so you can get a feel of my style and the kind of Insta Stories I create. I have a ton of highlights, so you can check them out and just see some inspiration there and see if these tips are kind of aligned with what you're looking for. So the three apps that I mainly use is Unfold, Storylux, and Lightroom. All of these apps are free and available in the App Store. So I'm going to start by showing you Unfold. This is the one that I've had for the longest besides Lightroom. Lightroom is more of editing, but this one is actually created for Insta Stories just so you can add different elements and just use your creativity. On Unfold, there are options to purchase certain templates, but I actually just use all the free ones and they still have a ton of options. So I'm showing you this cool layered one, which I love. You can either use the same photo for it or you could add a different background image, and I feel like it just looks so neat and just adds a whole different look to just a plain old image. Another awesome feature is that you can put videos in your Insta Stories along with photos. So if you wanted to share a photo but also a video, they have that option, which I think is so cool. The next one is Storylux, and this one is a recent download for me, but I have been loving it. There's so many cute templates that are just kind of like look like little Polaroids and have just really cute designs. And this is the same kind of thing as Unfold. They have a lot of free templates, but then they also have templates where you can purchase. As you can see, there are just a ton of options, so it's super fun just to play around and see what you like best. So I liked this little Polaroid-esque kind of template, and I added 2 photos from my time at Disney's Festival of the Arts. And another trick I want to show you is rainbow text. So I've shared this on my channel before, but I wanted to share it again because I think it is such a neat trick. So one thing I like to do is add this rainbow text. So you're going to select your text and then hover over the little color picker and then slowly move the little toggle to get all of the colors. So I'm going to show you again in a second, because another thing I like to do is add spaces in between each letter in my word to kind of just add a little more tracking, and I feel like it just adds a more stylistic design to the text. But when I clicked on the text again, it actually deleted the rainbow effect, so I'm going to have to show you. So again, you just select all, then you hold your finger on the toggle and then put your other thumb on the color picker and then slowly drag it. And it might take you a few practice rounds, but you'll get the hang of it. So naturally, I think that looks super magical. And then I'm just gonna play with the text some more, and I'm gonna use this fun little cursive font. And then another trick is to match the color with something on your image. So you just press the little pen tool in the left of your color font choices, and then you can match it to the pink or whatever you have. And then another thing I also love to do is add these little GIFs, and the twinkles are always my favorite. If you just type twinkle in the little GIF element of Insta Story, there's so many cute little twinkles that you can add just for some extra flair. And voila! Next, I want to just take you through Lightroom and show you how editing plays a big part in my Insta Stories. So really, you just want to start with a solid image that has really great colors and all that. So here's an image I took at Magic Kingdom, and right now it's cute, but I definitely want to brighten it up a lot. So I'm using my Lightroom mobile presets, and I'm using the one Dreamland to really just brighten this up. And if you want to know more about my Lightroom presets, you can take a look at Magic Dwells here on Instagram, or I will leave the link in my bio to shop them and just learn more about these presets and what they have to offer. Next, once I have my image all edited nicely how I want it, I'm just going to add some text. For this one, I'm going to say live your dream because I feel like that's super fitting. And I'm going to pair the little cursive font with the bold italic font, which is super great to layer. So that's another trick I love to do, is layering the fonts. So if you just copy and paste your word, you'll have two different words of the same text, and then you can just add two different colors. And it really adds this kind of 3D layered text effect that I just absolutely love. Next, we're going to go back in Lightroom, and I'm just going to show you another example. So I'm taking this picture of my vow book from my wedding, and I'm adding one of my Lightroom mobile presets just to brighten everything up and warm it up a little bit to take it to the next level. And then I'm just going to add that into Insta Story and add some pretty text once again. Another stylistic thing I love to do is just, if you have text like this where you just can't really read it that well, you can take the little highlighter pen and match it with the background color, and then just add a nice little bit behind your text, and it'll help it be a whole lot more legible. And then I also love to add this sweet little delicate heart just upon my text, and then you can erase the part that is under the text so it just doesn't interfere with your words. And then another cool feature of Insta Story is adding music. So for this one, I thought Perfect by Ed Sheeran would be very fitting. And what you can do with this is you can tap it and make it more transparent, and then if you just pinch the music, it'll make it almost invisible. So that's a really cool trick. And that's it. Those are all of my tips. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any Insta Story creative tips, and be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can just see all my Insta stories and all of the different creations I make with these tips. And I would love to see your creations if you use any of the tips, so feel free to send them over to me on Instagram. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye!